Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today you have requested it and I'm here to deliver it for you guys. I'm going to answer some of your questions that you guys have submitted whenever I did that Q&A that I posted a few weeks ago. A lot of you asked me questions about the home buying process that we began. We basically started the first week of January and you guys are very invested in it, so thank you for that. So if you're interested, stick around, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, all that fun stuff. First question, will you be shopping for a Fixer-Upper or Turnkey? And I think I answered this in my last Q&A video. How do I start this? We're looking for an old house. We are open to like a fixer-upper that needs a little bit more love. Not necessarily like the entire thing is like falling to pieces and we gotta change it. We are not looking into like a turnkey house, aka like one of the houses that most of the market here in Nashville is. It's very saturated with homes that all look the same builder, just in different areas, and that's just not me. I love character. I love having things that are different than everyone else because I'm a Gemini. We're definitely looking for like a quirkier old home. We love Victorian houses here. We love the craftsman bungalows that are in East Nashville, but we'll see what we can find. We'll know we'll find one when we find the one. Okay, someone said house hunting process. Here's the thing. Originally, like I always thought when the time would come for me to buy a house and everything like that, I would take you guys along, but a lot of the places that I've been going have been open houses and I don't feel right filming those because there's a bunch of other people there. It makes it very difficult because a lot of the houses are open houses, you know what I mean? So I'll do what I can, but I can't quite like promise house hunting vlogs. Like, houses go so fast here. We saw one that we really liked in East Nashville. We went to the open house last week and we were like, wow, this is amazing. Under contract within a day. It was on Redfin for 3 days total. And not even 24 hours after the open house, it was gone, which happens a lot here. So, okay. Baby Got Mac asked me, for someone moving to Nashville, where would you recommend to look for an apartment? Obviously, this is different than house hunting, but I'll answer this question anyway. Obviously, I love East Nashville, but it all depends on where you, like, what you're looking for. Everywhere is kind of sketchy. I don't feel like there's a place that just, like, screams safety, which would probably be Green Hills, and I don't think there's a lot of apartments there, but you know, if you want, like, if you're a bar hopping kind of gal, maybe Midtown, downtown are your kind of place. If you kind of want a more like laid back but close to downtown, East Nashville. I love Sylvan Park. I wish I could buy a house in Sylvan Park, but yeah, there's a lot of really good places. But honestly, do your research. That's like the best I can answer. Everything is going to be different depending on the person. Like, when I moved here, I really loved East Nashville, but when I asked my friend about East Nashville, she was like, oh my god, ew. Next question. What are your top 5 must-haves for the new house? Okay. Obviously, we need something with good lighting. We ideally would want 3 to 4 bedrooms. We have 5, like, we wouldn't turn it away. I need a bathtub. I'm a bath gal, what can I say? A clawfoot tub. I know that's probably not gonna happen, but maybe fenced in yard because we've got a little dog who likes to wander and I'm just paranoid even though he really doesn't wander. He like goes and smells the grass. What else do we want? Okay, we really don't want like a full-on open concept. I like anything with like a gray kitchen or like gray anything. Like when I associate gray, like an open concept with like gray, because every new house here in Nashville or every old house that's getting flipped to be like a newer house is gray, and I'm like, I don't want that. I understand you can paint that, but like I don't want gray tile. I don't want any of that. I would love to have hardwood floors. Carpet is not really a big thing for me. Storage, definitely storage. And we don't really want like a mud basement like the one we have right now because it causes allergies with the little one dog. So yeah. Those are 5, probably more than 5 must-haves for the new house, even though those aren't must-haves because like some of the stuff we could live without. Next question is curious about your budget for purchasing a house in Nashville area. Yeah, Okay, we're gonna get serious. We're gonna talk about finances. I would say the average house here in Nashville is probably around the 400,000 mark. We are looking in that general area, which I know that's a lot of money. But it's also not that much compared to like other places like Los Angeles and Seattle and stuff like that. But so we are looking basically anywhere between 300 and 500. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Ooh. I have a lot of money saved up. I'm just gonna put that one out there for a down payment. I don't think I'll have 20% exactly, which is really annoying because then I'm gonna have to pay for like a year with the mortgage insurance. But for those who don't know, if you don't have a 20% down payment, you do have to, I think most of the time, have mortgage insurance. For the type of home that we're looking to buy, that would be about $200 a month, which is really annoying. Like, I also want to have enough money, like, I mean, ideally probably could put 20% down, but I don't want to have not have money to like fall back on, and like obviously the cost of closing fees and everything like that stresses me out. And then we also don't know if like the house that we'll find will have things we want to change, so we want to have backup funds. How soon do you plan on house shopping, and are you going to vlog it? I kind of already answered this question. Don't really plan on vlogging it. And how soon do we plan on house shopping? We already started. We got a realtor the Thursday after the new year. How do you save up for a house, and where do you recommend starting with? Honestly, it's all about budgeting, putting away money from your paycheck into savings and not touching it. That is obviously the concept of savings, so that was not much help. I just knew it was something that I really wanted to do. So oftentimes, obviously with my career, it's kind of difficult, but if there was something frivolous that I was buying, I kind of asked myself, I was like, would I rather have this, or would I rather have a house in a few years? And the house usually won, sometimes the item won, but the house often won. I don't know. Budgeting and stuff, like, I don't feel like I'm like qualified to talk about that, but my mom is very financially aware, so she's kind of struck that upon me, forced it down my throat ever since I was a kid. The importance of saving money. I was always really into saving money when I was a kid. I got a question a few videos ago that was like, how are people on YouTube so financially aware? Obviously not everyone is. It just, a lot of people pay other people to make them financially aware and like budget them out themselves, but I did that all myself. Okay, so now that I answered all the questions that you guys submitted, I want to talk to you guys about just kind of what we've been doing, because that's the stuff you guys care about. So I'm going to talk you guys kind of through the open houses and all that stuff. But so the reason we chose to start looking in East Nashville is because we already live here. We really enjoy East Nashville. We think there's a lot of potential for the housing market to go up a lot, which is really exciting because obviously when you make an investment, you want it to be something that increases in the price. Yeah, so we're really excited and hopeful. Obviously, I love Sylvan Park. I think Sylvan Park is a beautiful community, and maybe something when we're older and having kids and stuff to look for a house over there. But for now, we really want to stay in East Nashville. Obviously, everyone likes to give their opinion, be like, oh my god, move to Franklin, all that stuff, but that is not where we're at this point in our lives. We are East Nashville. It's nice because we don't have to like look for a good school district or anything like that. That's not something we're even thinking about, because this is the house that we'll live in for 5 years probably, is my guess, and something that we can grow into. So that's why we're looking to a lot of storage and just like space to figure everything out. We obviously wanted to have something where we could have like a separate living space to do Airbnb, but with our budget, that would be at the higher end of our budget, and with all the different zoning laws and everything like that, we're kind of putting that one on the back burner. If we find something that has it, that's amazing, but it's no longer like an essential. I'm not one to take risks, and I don't like to count on things, so I don't want to count on the Airbnb laws and stuff to constantly be the way they are, and then have like this big mortgage that I have to pay for now with just our incomes instead of like the Airbnb. Me being financially responsible. I'll leave that for someone else, and if it's something we end up finding, that's awesome. We went to this open house Saturday, and it was such a beautiful home. We loved it. The tiling, or the thing that you the countertop was this amazing brown, like sparkly stone. I've never seen a countertop like it. It was like the person that decorated their home had me in mind. They were sirens on me. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like singing all these beautiful sounds, and I like walked in and I was like, holy crap, this is the most perfect home I've ever seen. It had like this dining room, which led to kind of like the master bedroom, which is kind of weird, but the lighting was amazing. It was a little further, I think it was technically Inglewood, and it was all like a ranch, so that was something that we weren't like necessarily like really thrilled about. But I mean, the lighting and just like the setup of it all was really, really beautiful. We could have seen our life there. The only problem was that, because, well, it was at the bottom of our budget, but there wasn't like a lot of storage, which is like a big problem, and we wanted a place that we could grow into. But it was so beautiful, and this is the place that went under contract within like, I think 3 days on Redfin, and one day, not even one day after the open house. I guess somebody put an offer in at the open house, but it was beautiful. We also went to an open house that was kind of on the higher end of our budget. The most perfect location for us in East Nashville, but it was very, very dark and it needed a lot of updates. So like the master bathroom was just really dark, and just like the tub was like really I don't know how to describe it. It was just not our place. They also had like this big like well looking thing, like the thing from The Ring in the basement, you know, like when they push the covering over the well, like that's what it looked like. And I was like, you know, I don't really feel like I'm down for that. That one was a no-go as well. We really do enjoy going to the open houses because it kind of like helped us discover like what we like and what we don't like without like, you know, wasting a realtor's time. And by the time we actually got our realtor, she sent us like a list of all these different places that we could tour potentially, and she started looking at stuff off market, so stuff that hasn't been listed and all that fun stuff. That is my question and answers video. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. We talked about some home stuff, kind of like where we're at, what we're doing. Our lease is up in March, so we're really, really hoping to find a place by then. Obviously, I'm really paranoid, so even if we do find a place, we won't be able to post about it until like inspections, and honestly probably till closing. But just keep your fingers crossed for me, because my sanity. I've heard horror stories when it comes to Nashville home buying, but so far it's been really, really great. We're confident and we're excited, and I hope you guys are excited, because pretty soon, hopefully, I'll have a home that is literally mine, which is so cool. I'm so excited, Miller. We're gonna get a home. We're gonna get a home, buddy. A home. Also, have I mentioned how much I want like a black and white tile kitchen? That would be the dream. Okay, so that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure you stick around by subscribing. We're gonna have a ton of moving vlogs, hopefully in the future, empty house tours and stuff, so that's exciting. Follow me on Instagram. Goodbye.